Michelle decides to go help him. She finds him under a fallen tree, and by using the moon's gravitational pull, together they move it away and run back to Brenda and the girls after jumping over a broken bridge. Cities everywhere are collapsing under the moon's pressure, and the military decides it's time to launch the nukes. But at the last second, Doug decides against it because he trusts his wife and knows she can save the Earth. This ends up being a huge sacrifice, since the bunker ends up destroyed by the falling debris too. Inside the moon, Brian pulls a series of difficult maneuvers to make the swarm follow them inside a tunnel. Then he asks KC to get the EMP ready in the rover. Since the swarm needs to detect life inside an electrical structure, his plan is to stay behind with the EMP while his friends escape in the shuttle. Jacinda doesn't like this idea, and while she argues with Brian, KC decides to take the matter into his own hands by locking himself with the EMP so he can be the sacrifice instead. As he says his goodbyes and asks them to tell his mom that he is a hero, he also admits he isn't a real doctor, but Brian calls one anyway as a sign of respect. The swarm swallows the rover, and KC waits until he's deep enough inside to detonate the EMP, finally killing it as Jacinda lands the shuttle on Earth, an easy task thanks to how close the moon is to the ground. With the swarm gone, the moon slowly returns to its original orbit and the weather goes back to normal on Earth. Jacinda and Brian get out of the shuttle to find New York destroyed and covered in snow. Military helicopters come to pick them up, and a few hours later, both of them get to reunite with their families. Meanwhile, inside the moon, KC finds himself talking to the benign AI, which is looking like his mother, while it explains that it has stored a copy of KC's consciousness. Now he's part of the moon too, and he can help the AI begin rebuilding for a better future.